Okay, I got this thing running pretty decent here. I was going through these. I had to order a bunch, so these are all 100 picofarads. I believe 600 volts. And I got two 68 picofarads that I think I can use in my not Zenith, Montgomery Ward airline TV. I think it's a 57 to rebuild one the horizontal AFC multi-component unit, whatever those deals are called. So I bought this in here. I have it running right now. So I supposedly have it at 14. Looks like 14,000. Let's see. I had to repair the from this red wire to here. It has a 0.001. It was broken on that side. So when I first got it, it produced a real big sine wave. So I shut it off right away until I could figure out if it was putting the AC through it somehow. So I'm back to having it on, and I got some capacitors for it. When I had my meter on this starting it up, it exceeded 160 volts, so I got capacitors for 200 volts. But back to this thing here. I have these. I have these inside here. One's fully open to highest capacity, and one is like like 75% of full capacity. And when I measured this, it measured 10 picofarads on my meter. And I put a 10 picofarads on my capacitor checker. It measured over 10 picofarads. So I had this 8.2 picofarads, and that measured 10 picofarads on my capacitor checker. So I assume that was 8.2. So I'd assume the variable capacitor was at 8.2. But I could get my AM strong channels not as great as I thought. So watching some of those other guys, I noticed they like 100 picofarads. So I got 100 picofarads here, and and I think 120 picofarads here. It works pretty good. Not. I don't have an antenna on it, but I should do better than that. I just have this thing crimped to it right here. Oh, there.
COP is making competitive bids to take. They have to win this game.
You know, and she's supporting males playing in female sports
So anyways, so if I go to Shortwave, let me see what I can get here. So eventually I'll start fiddling around with this stuff. with this. I think it will do it. No, and I have some other generators, I think. So I rebuilt that little multi-component thing in here. Let me see. Okay, I rebuilt this. So this thing has two 220 picofarads center tapped at pin 3, and then the ends are 2 and 4. And this one here, no, that's 2000. So that's a lot of these little blue dogs in here taking care of that stuff. These two, I have two 220 picofarads here together, so I don't know where that 2 and 4 thing. I thought 4 went to 2. I might have that hooked up wrong. Well, that says shield. I'll have to look that. I thought I put both of those 220s together. I know I did. They're these two right here. My cell phone. Wonder why it all of a sudden come alive. I got this on it. This might be hanging a signal, following it out. I can't shut it off. It won't shut off. I'll try shortwave.
Password continues here on the fan of the common man Dan Cole. Interviews.
All right, where am I? That's not shortwave. Here's shortwave. It's too early in the day. I should get WWV. I got this thing going, so it's probably harping it. I just had about a 10 to 15 foot piece of wire on it. So
which is not well at all. I'm Jim Rome.
there's 14. There's 12. 14's right there. So if I take this thing, that's modulation. Or sweeping. Not modulation, oh, sweeping. Wait a minute. Sounds like 60 cycle Hummer. Oh, there's modulation. Oh, okay. Confusion, I guess. it sounding right. I thought that sounded like a sweep 60 cycle sweepy thing. So okay, so you can sweep this. Apparently, so it must be sweeping. I gotta adjust the oscillator ones. I know they're not correct. So it must be sweeping if I go to this one, then it's modulation. Pull it all the way back. It does have low. I am on low. No. Don't matter. Crystal. And so it's on modulation. I'll shut it off. Exit is also off, I would assume. I'll go to these ones. I never did before because I was afraid. Oops. B. Oh, can't go to B. I don't think this matters. So that must be the sweeping sound. Yeah, it has to be that way. This has to be cleaned. So that's sweep signal, 60 hertz, and one for audio amount. Oh. So I'll use that for this. I don't think it needs that capacitor replaced. The twin 40 and 40 at 160 volts. Hook this up to the top of the volume and my floating negative or neutral there. I was going to try it on this thing and see. I'll put a strong signal in there. I'll have to figure this out, I guess. So I guess I'm getting nowhere here. I had it hooked up. I can't get nothing. All I can get is this thing only goes down to a half a volt. Millivolts. So I don't know why it's reacting so slow. It's like there's a delay. When I let go. I'll have to fiddle with it and see why I can't get nothing out of that. So I can get it through here, no problem. This is on C 1200, and my dial indicator's way below that, I think, quite a bit. I don't need that. So I don't know. This went through pretty good before. Okay, it's the switch. Needs a shot of stuff. Yeah, I want to go back to this. I don't think this needs to be there. Squirt each one of these, except for well, the power don't. It won't shut off. This is slipping somehow. So I just have it clipped like this. This wire was broken between here and there. It has a 0.001. It was broken at this end, 0.001. So I'll have to go through this stuff. So I don't know. I have to read this stuff. I don't know how to do this. I don't think I can use this oscilloscope. I'll use a legit one. But anyways, I got that. It comes into focus here. I got that one finished. I adjusted the bottom slug a little bit. The ferrite rod there. Then I got this one to do. So there's this one. So it has improved the sound greatly. Okay, I'll run through it real quick. I keep this center 50% so I can use it for fine tuning.
I told him that if he said nice things to you, you would do nice things for him.
Church channel. If you want legit news, you got to go to church channels. It's something overblowing or sideband or something. Okay, this is on number 4. Okay. Okay, I still can't get this to go through here. I can't pick it up at the top of the volume, and so now I got this switched up a bit. I think 1 volt. I'm gonna touch it on the filaments here. So there's AC. I'll try this filaments again here. Pin 2 and 7s are filaments, so they're easy to find on most of these tubes. So there's AC. I don't know how many volts it is. I just put it on this pin here. Oh, I should be able to find out. It's peak to peak, it's 10.5. RMS is 3.7. Maybe 3.8. Up there to the negative. Neutral, I call it. So apparently I got some way to figure this out here. I'll work on it and figure stuff out. Back on. I don't know when this thing's gonna quit on me here.
Future Hall of Famer, which is thank you. But the 11-9 state.
So I'm picking her up on here. I'm not even trying. Well, the second time I went through my shortwave, I had this oscillator unplugged. So it's around. There's 12, there's 10, so it's picking up about 1050. I should have had the numbers here and the marker on here. This one I. Nope. This thing ain't. Oops. This way.
Report on a paid. He'd be honored, and I think he would. 729-9829. We're talking about elections here before the break. WSET.com reporting that the Virginia Department of said Thursday that it sent the wrong voting location information to thousands of residents in Fairfax County and Prince William County. Isn't that amazing? Must be another computer glitch.
Oh, yeah.
Notices sent to voters in 7 towns contain incorrect voting location information, according to Virginia Commissioner of Elections, Susan Beal. She said a printing issue caused the ballots to contain the wrong polling place locations. She added that the Prince William County and Fairfax County registrars are sending it corrected to all.
This is a church channel.
Friends, this is the year 2022. How is it that we have so many printing errors, so many computer glitches, so much wrong information that is getting out there? How could that be happening?
I wonder if I should tear these apart.
The Republican Party has won the election integrity lawsuit
against
those. Michigan Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson over restrictions that she imposed on poll challengers. Benson, per the Republican National Committee, had imposed restrictions on poll challengers, including a new credential form, an artificial deadline for appointing them, and limiting the poll workers with whom the challengers may communicate.
That must be filament batteries. 1.5 volt lantern, or I mean, D size.
A judge sentenced a former Phoenix Democratic mayor.
And I think you got to plug your plug-in someplace when you use this.
To 30 days in prison for ballot harvesting during the August 2020 primary election. Fuentes this week received a 30-day sentence for the crime, as well as 2 years' worth of probation. Just the News reported. Well, Mitch McConnell coming under fire. This from LifeNews.com, LifeSiteNews.com, I should say. The Republicans of Alaska's 9th Congressional District condemned Mitch McConnell of Kentucky for spending.
I paid about $55 for this radio.
Incumbent Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski instead instead of supporting her more
About-
conservative challenger, Kelly Shabaka, who
about
has
15
been
years
the
ago.
backing of the Alaska GOP.
I put a bumblebee in it that goes across the
Republican
AC.
known
I
for
feel a
siding with
vibration.
Democrats on issues including federal
So my
funding for
AC is
abortion,
plugged in
far-left
with
activist
hot
nominees
towards the
to the U.S.
chassis
Supreme
instead of
Court,
neutral.
pro-LGBT federal spending, faces a three-way challenge in Alaska's ranked
I'll
choice
switch
voting
that.
system. From Patch.com, schools across the Milwaukee area were targeted in a hoax yesterday involving false claims of an active school shooter. The effective school note Pleasant Prairie, Racine, Franklin, Port Washington, and
So the electrolytics were changed in here way back when I did this. I don't know if I used secondhand ones or no one, but I know that Bumblebee, I had one of these radios that it sprayed really bad and really destroyed it, so I threw the radio away. It was a wooden radio with cloth material on it, but this, so I knew that to be change that Bumblebee right away, or whatever's across the AC line. I have to shut this. The cell phone's gonna quit. Yeah, I'll put it on 10. It's all the way. Oh well, this is Orange at Beginner's Corner. October, how was it? 22nd, I think. I think it's the 22nd. In 2022.
with Ted Koppel's ABC.
Okay, this is got an old transistor or rectifier in it that looks like an old-fashioned transistor.
Category of global or strategic problems, which include the hole in the ozone layer, which now could appear
It
above
came
the
out of
United
my
States,
airline TV.
global climate change, the
This
destruction
came out
of
of
the rainforest at a rate that means they'll be
one of
totally
these kind
gone
of
in another
units.
few decades
Not the
unless we
same
stop.
model.
The pollution of the oceans and the atmosphere and the like. These
What a waste of money.
represent brand new challenges
20 microfarads
that call
at
for a new
150
kind of
volts.
response. Rush, I've listened to you many afternoons, as you know, and you tend to, I don't want to say you dismiss all of these issues, but at least you dismiss them as having been proven beyond a shadow of a doubt. Well, absolutely. I don't think that there's anything conclusive about what Senator Gore said, with all due respect. I think, for example, there is no ozone hole over the United States. If we want to get into the detailed discussion of ozone depletion, we can, but I think, Ted, that there is not a crisis. See, this is the problem I have.
Probably 2000.
I don't think the Earth is fragile. I don't think the ecology is fragilely balanced. And I think that the doomsday industry that is typified by members of the Hollywood
Maybe
acting
there's
community who say we've only got 10 years
capacitor
left
too.
to save our planet, we've got to act now. There's no way, if what these people say is true, that we can solve these problems in 10 years anyway. It's budget time in Washington.
Anyways, this
NASA's
is
being
it.
cut. And I think that this fright and doom scenario is designed to